Pet Check is brought to you by Bosley's, a proud supporter of the Victoria Humane Society. Go to bosleys.com/givingback.
It's kitten time on Pet Check. Lots of cats and kittens up for adoption in Greater Victoria. All of the rescues are overrun, including the Victoria Humane Society. That's where these guys are from. Hello. They're the X-Men litter. We have the 3 tortie girls here. Let's face the camera, sweetie pie. We want to see you. 3 tortie girls, and then we have 2 boys. Black and white guy, little gray and white guy. They are so sweet. So tell us a little bit about this litter. They're chunky. They're around 10 weeks old.
So yeah, so we have received a huge...
Apparently good with cats.
Good with dogs, yeah.
Good with dogs.
We received a huge transfer in from the shoe swap area where they're overrun. Most of our kittens and cats coming in right now are coming from other rescues who just can't take in anymore. Like, it's crazy. It's so busy. We have another 2 huge transfers of kittens coming in. So for those people who've been waiting for kittens, wait no longer. It's time. Unfortunately, there's not enough spaying neutering being done, and there's really no excuse at this point now that we have the itty bitty kitty cruiser.
Yeah, itty bitty kitty committee with their spay and neuter cruiser, low cost spays and neuters. It's amazing, and they're expanding to dogs as well.
I know, it's great.
It's a game changer in this region, and they've spayed and neutered so many pets. Like, we're talking way over 1,000 in less than a year since they launched this. It was at the end of last summer. It opened to the public last September. So it's incredible.
She's done an amazing job. So please, 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 if you're thinking you cannot afford, there is other options for you, and we need to get all these cats spayed and neutered because there's just way too many. Like, we haven't seen this in a long time. It seems to be getting worse every year, which we keep hoping it's going to get better, but it seems to be getting worse each year. So we'd like to talk a little bit about cats today. I'd like to talk about cats and kittens. As a lot of people think of them, you're just checking out Cha-Cha, aren't you?
Cha-Cha, yeah. Cha-Cha was hanging out in the yard when we started, and she loves kittens.
And she doesn't want to go, so that's fine.
So she's making a guest appearance on Pet Check today. She can be their emotional support animal, because sometimes it's scary for kittens. They're outside going, what's going on?
I know. But yeah, so people they think of bunnies too. I know you've talked to Amy's Bunny Barn about this.
Yes,
people think of cats and kittens and bunnies as starter pets, and they don't really count. And that really, really is awful.
Yes.
It's really awful. So we hear all the time, well, I say, well, your cat looks like it's got upper respiratory. You should probably take it to the vet. And they're like, but it's just a cat. And we hear that all the time.
Please don't have a cat if you think it's just a cat.
It's not just a cat, and it's not a starter pet.
They're living things. They're animals. They need love. They need care.
Yeah.
They need to be looked after. And if you don't want to do that or aren't prepared to do that, then don't take on an animal because that is part of it.
Well,
just like having a dog.
And like saying it's your starter cat. It's not like it's your first child and you're going to give it up when you have your second.
Do you have a starter child?
Yeah, because we hear it all the time, people applying for dogs, and I'm like, well, this dog isn't good with cats. Well, we'll get rid of the cat, and we're like, whoa, we can't give you a dog.
No,
no, that's not the way it works. These are part of your family. Take care of them, and they are worth as much as a dog. They're worth as much as bunnies. They're all the same.
So much love.
They're sentient beings, and we need to make sure that people are taking care of them and not just discarding them when something better comes along.
Yes, because they're not disposable. Pets, all pets are not disposable.
All of them.
And in the case of cats, an indoor cat can live to be up to 20 years old, possibly older even. So
it's a commitment.
It's
so
a commitment.
Make sure you're ready for it.
It's not a 2 to 3 year thing unless you're adopting a senior animal, which if you can't make a long-term commitment, that's a great way to still have a pet, is to adopt an older animal that you won't have to commit to for as long.
The other thing we hear, and it always makes me so sad because how loved is that pet? Another thing we hear all the time is, my kids have gone off to college now, so we don't need their cat.
What?
And it's like, well, it's been with the family for 15 years.
The cat doesn't know that.
I know, that's its home.
Oh, no.
So please, when you're, as much as we want to get the kittens adopted and our cats adopted, and we really want to get them adopted because we have too many, and if we don't get them adopted, we can't save more.
Right.
Please don't do it if it's going to be a short-term commitment. If you're only thinking about a year or two, or we've had people apply who are only in the country for 2 years and they want a cat for 2 years. We don't do that.
You can foster.
We talk them into fostering.
You can foster
because then you can have them for short periods of time and take care of them. There's always options. If you don't want to commit to the 20 years, please foster. We always need fosters, and we sometimes have long-term fosters, like 2 that are going to be a couple years in care.
Yeah.
Hi, sweetie.
Unless you're planning to take that cat with you.
Yeah.
I took my cats to Australia when we moved to Australia, and then they came back with us when we moved back because they were part of the family. And these guys would like a home like that too. So if you're interested in any of the kittens and the X-Men litter or other animals from the Victoria Humane Society, just go to our website, cheknews.ca, and click on the Pet Check page there for adoption information, because they're at the satellite adoption centers. The pet stores. So we'll put that all on the post on the Pet Check page. Thanks for watching.